Well, let's get to today's Daily Dish. Macallan Whisky drinker, Scotch, of course, and inadvertently hit the jackpot back in 1988. This is a crazy story. Back in 1988, a man purchased a 100-gallon barrel of the renowned spirit for $6,300. For whatever reason, Ron, this would not be George Relier forgetting.
No.
The guy forgot. He bought it. So 30 years later, the distillery in Scotland sends him a message and says, you might want to pick up your cask of,
you never got
whatever.
it? Maybe he couldn't find a pickup truck. You know, that's how it works sometimes. He'd need one for that, right?
He finally acquired it, but he immediately put that barrel that he spent $6,000 up on auction. $1.2 million for that. Yeah.
Okay, now here's the thing.
Macallan.
Now, Macallan Scotch, and I'm not a big Scotch drinker. I know George, your husband, is.
George is a Scotch
I will say this, though. Now, it ages to a point where it's like, this is great. But what's the point where it ages to a point where it's like, this is not good?
I do not know.
Because obviously wine, you like an aged wine too, but it's like, what does it get to the point where it tastes like vinegar or even worse? You know
worse, and then it's just all the
so I'm thinking there's got to be a point where it's not going to be worth
the
much.
tipping point, if you will.
Maybe it's close to the tipping point.
Could be, but somebody paid over $1 million for it.
I know, well, fantastic. He paid what, $6,500, $6,000 bucks basically. He got a $1.2 million.
Well, congratulations.
I'm wondering what happened in the meantime, in the 30 years. Did he kick the
How could you not remember you spent $6 grand?
Well, he must have had a lot of money. Maybe this 1.2 million is just a drop in the bucket.
Could be.
I don't know.
Could be.
I know I would know it. But here's the thing. Like I said, maybe he just spent 30 years trying to rustle up a pickup truck. Spent all his money on that barrel of whiskey.
Well,
didn't have a
that's
truck.
probably the problem. For all this time, he spent all of his money.
He finally got a truck, man. 30 years later.
It took me 30 years.
Yeah.
Firefighters in Florida saved the day in more ways than one last week. They responded to a hair salon. A dryer caught on fire and forced the salon to evacuate on Friday. But one of the clients, well, time was of the essence because she had chemicals in her hair.
Oh, my goodness.
For all of us who've been there, we know they have to be washed out on time or you'll risk permanent damage to your hair. Well, once the fire was clear and under control, they ran the hose from the fire engine and washed out her hair.
Are you serious? Oh, my goodness.
Isn't that cool? So everything's fine. Her hair is intact and the salon is not burned down and nobody was injured. But that is really cute.
See, I'll never have to worry about that, and I'm happy about that. I'd never have to worry about something like this.
Oh, my goodness.
She had like a little hose, though. How did she work that?
I don't know. I guess they put it up to the fire truck. I don't know.
I mean, I was expecting them to whip out this fire hose.
That's what I thought, too. Like,
by knocking her out.
Blow her head off. Well, you know, it's not easy filling the shoes of the Queen, but somebody's got to do it. Now, according to a royal designer, the Queen's shoes must be immediately comfortable. She must never put them on and find any pain or have any trouble walking. They must always go on with ease. So, if new shoes do arrive, a member of the staff must wear them to break them in.
Are you serious?
Yeah, before she puts them on a royal tootsie. Back in 2019, the official shoe breaker inner was revealed to be Angela Kelly, the Queen's personal assistant and senior dresser. Kelly shared all of her little stories in her memoir, and she said, we share the same size, so it made sense.
They better share the same size.
Here's the thing. I don't want anybody to wear my shoes. That's why I don't go bowling. I don't want to wear
I do go bowling, but I throw away the socks afterwards. Here's the thing. It's like, it's one of those deals where, yes, I mean, there are certain things I would buy that other people have had, like desks, types of furniture, something like that.
Of course, yes.
There's no way I'm buying shoes that somebody else was wearing, even if it was just a little bit of time. That's not going to happen. And two of all, and secondly, it's like, is this not royal privilege to the hilt? And another reason why I'm glad we don't have a royal family, it's like, oh, you need to break in my shoes for me. And if they give your feet, you know, calluses, tough beans,
they won't
blisters,
bother me.
Tough beans, just make sure you work them in for me.
I mean, I want to break in my own shoes. I mean, you can't break in my shoes for me.
Although, here's the thing, though. I will say this, though. I've known a lot of people who will buy high heels who are basically their feet are crammed in there, but they say, but it looks good on me. And they'll be in pain all day. And I'm sitting there thinking, so when you're, what, 97 years old?
Just saying.
You forget about it. Just give me a comfortable shoe. Then make it even more comfortable by breaking it in.
Right, there you go. There's God save the Queen.
Yeah,
hey, we talked about this as Parkinsons Awareness Month, and you can support the research and the work by dropping by Yoga 101 to participate in planking for Parkinson's. There's our April. Now, you really don't have to plank, but you can bring a donation of $25 or more this Saturday, 12 to 3, and you can also plank. If you can't make it by, you can go to Yoga 101 on Facebook and make your donation there. and it is planking for a good cause.
Yeah, and April's she is the planker extraordinaire
and
handstander. You know, it's one of those things because she's, you know, it's funny, you've traveled a lot. But do you do handstands wherever you go?
Absolutely everywhere. I just don't feel compelled to take a picture of me doing a handstand in front of the Eiffel Tower.
Exactly.
If I could, I would totally be doing it.
Absolutely. If I could, I'd do the same thing. I did it one time up against the wall when I was a kid.
That works.
I'm not trying it anymore.